The angle, the whatever, the dangle. Good. Are you thinking about building a custom home? The wrong shortcuts can cost you big time in money and time. Let's talk about 3 things not to do before you start working with your custom home builder. Hi, I'm Andrew Genatasio. I'm one of the owners of GTG Builders. We're here to help educate our potential clients and help people build successful custom home projects from start to finish. One thing that clients do before they come to us or any other custom home builder that can really get us off to a bad start is buying plans online. Those online plans don't recognize specific issues that we have here in New Jersey. That's one of the problems. They don't always address the climate, local code, and those codes can vary from town to town. They don't address the idea that your neighborhood and your section may have certain needs that somewhere else doesn't have. Online plans also don't come with the benefit of adding an architect local to our team, which can be really beneficial during construction. It's not uncommon during a construction process that we want to bring the architect in to a home that's under construction and have their opinion heard by both us and the client. Another factor that can derail a custom home project before working with a builder is buying a piece of property before you have a project plan. So when clients come to GTG, the first thing we start to talk about is budget and plan. How can we plan to achieve a budget that works for our clients? And everybody's got different budget ideas, and that's fine. But if you go out and buy a piece of property, you've locked yourself into many different things. And sometimes that cost of property derails you from even being able to afford the project. So don't buy that piece of property until you reach out to a custom home builder. We're gonna talk about budget. What are the overall overreaching budget ideas that we need to talk about? We need to talk about cost of land. We need to talk about cost of land improvements. We need to talk about the cost of the house. It's not uncommon for someone to call me and say, I bought a piece of property, I've talked to a few builders, I want to talk to you. And when we talk, they have no idea that the cost of the house and the cost of the land improvements are 2 separate costs. That can derail a project in itself. The other thing is, before any of my clients go out and purchase land, I want to work with them on local zoning, site improvement costs, things like removing trees and building driveways. Can we get a permit to build a driveway? Can we get good soil conditions where we can build a septic? Or can we access the local sewer? All these things should be factored in prior to you actually purchasing that land. Lastly, the shortcut that people take is hiring the cheapest, easiest builder to find. That's the biggest mistake you can make. If you reach out to a bunch of builders, you ask them what their square foot costs are, and you don't get into details, you don't understand their ability to communicate well, you don't understand how past clients feel about them, you're doing yourself a giant disservice that's gonna bite you, and it's gonna bite you hard. So one of the things that we see all the time is clients come to us, they've talked to other builders, and their expectations of costs are wildly incorrect. We know what things cost. We know what other builders in our industry are charging. Many of them start with a cost that is not really relative to a final product. They start with something that doesn't include everything. They don't tell you that, but that's what it is. By time you get to building that house, that cost has maybe doubled from where you started. So don't take the shortcut of just talking to one builder and jumping on the bandwagon because their price meets your expectations. Go out, understand how prices work, understand how the process works, understand how builders develop project plans and help you understand all-in costs. If you don't do that, then you're gonna start down the path and then end up going back to somebody else because you were maybe misled or didn't understand full impact. At the end of the day, shortcuts feel good. We get excited about moving to the construction phase, or we just want to avoid some of these things because we don't know how they work. My suggestion is, don't use shortcuts. Reach out, find a builder in your area, Understand how to select one. We're going to have videos on how to select a custom home builder, what to look for. Pick that builder, take your time and let them guide you through this beginning and the planning process. At the end of the day, your work in the beginning is going to set you up for a successful custom home build.